Welcome to my YouTube channel, Life with Kimsey. Today I am bringing you a banger of a recipe. These are chocolate scones, something you've never really seen before. So they are made of chocolate and with chocolate chips, like 100% chocolate with chocolate chips. So let's just get this started. Some chocolate chip scones, right? So this is what we are dealing with today, chocolate chips, right? So the only difference is that we are using chocolate chips and chocolate brown, right? So this is the only difference that we are really adding, a variety that we are adding today to our normal scones. So first of all, I'm going to sift my flour, right? I'll use about 5 cups. Let's see how many cups I can use. 1. Okay, so this is our last cup. This is the 5th cup, right? So it's always very important to make sure that you sift your flour, right? Because you just avoid things like this, right? Because sometimes there's just a lot this is just only flour, right? And you can already see that it is already puffed up because of that sifting, right? Then now I'm going to use 1 cup of flour. This is 5 cups of flour. Then 1 cup of sugar, 1/4 teaspoon salt, I'm gonna put 5 teaspoons of baking powder as well. 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, baking powder, salt, and sugar, right? So these are all your dry ingredients that you're gonna be dealing with. So guys, you can really try this and add it to your Christmas menu. You know I'm all about Christmas menu because this is December and it's a month of, you know, nice food and nice everything. So just really give this recipe a try and you really come and thank me because this is like a banger. So the next step now, this is 5 cups of flour, 250 grams of butter, right, of margarine. So this, I'm gonna grate it. You just have to keep grating it and then until you grate everything, and I'm gonna show you everything just now. So now we have our grated butter and our dry ingredients together. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna mix this, and you definitely mix with the hand, okay? Always mix your scones with the hand to just avoid a lot of problems, because if you mix with the spoon you might not even get to the other parts of the flour, right? So you can probably wear your gloves if you have extremely long nails, or if you just feel comfortable wearing your gloves, but you can actually just wash your hand and use your hand traditionally, right? So the texture I'm looking for now is like breadcrumbs, so I'll show you just in a bit when it's done. Okay, so right now the texture is flaky, right? It looks like breadcrumbs and it is ready to just receive the remaining of the wet ingredients. So my wet ingredients is buttermilk, my eggs, and my essence, right? So I'm going to use 3 essence today. I'm going to use vanilla. This is my vanilla. Then I'm going to use my coconut, and then I'm going to use this brown chocolate. And then definitely this is the last thing that I'm going to be putting. Now it's time for the eggs, right? So now it's time for all our wet ingredients. So our wet ingredients is just really 3 eggs, right? 3 eggs for 5 tablespoons of this chocolate brownie. It's already like these scones are gonna be you know. And then this is our ngomasi or buttermilk. This is 1 full cup. You mixy, right? I don't think you've ever actually had scones that look like this. These are like so yummy chocolate scones and they taste like chocolate, right? And to mix our wet ingredients with our dry ingredients, this is the final. So if you've watched my scones video before, right, all my scones video, I'm sure you can already tell that the pattern is always the same. It's just different ingredients. If you're using different ingredients, that's when you actually differentiate it, but otherwise it's the same thing. If you're making coconut scones, this is the same thing. If you're making normal vanilla scones, it's the same thing. If you're making custard scones, it's pretty much the same thing. So this looks so good, right? It really looks like chocolate. So that's the whole point of this. So sometimes if it's like this, you don't really have to add chocolate chips because it's already like chocolatey, you know. Have you had chocolate scones before? Let me know in the comment section, and let me know how you like them, or what was the taste like for the first time, you know. Because the first time I had scones, chocolate scones, that's when my aunt made them for us, and we were all surprised because first we thought they were biscuits, and then we were like, what? So scones can also be chocolate like this. So now you're just gonna use your hand as usual, right? Remember to always use your hand when you're doing scones. If you're trying to use a spoon, and they might not come out the right way sometimes. So they're already getting there. I have to roll them soon, but let me just first finish. So I am sure you are wondering, when are we gonna put the choc chips? We're gonna put them just in a bit. Okay, so now we're just gonna dust up our working area, right? I've already cleaned it. I'm sure you can already see that it's very clean. And then here is our mixture, our scone mixture. It looks so different today, right? Because I am so sure you're used to seeing yellow or white, but today we are doing chocolate scones for Christmas. Your guests will definitely love this, and everyone will just ask you for this recipe. So if you're gonna really try this recipe, I'm sure you might be the first amongst your friends to do this one. So now I'm just gonna roll them out, right? Remember, like I always say, that I really like rolling them out a lot until they are really flat, so that I'll roll them over again, so that I'll really like get them to be super fluffy, right? So just remember, scones is just first grating your butter, or if you don't grate your butter, you can just make sure that it's a bit cold, you know, to just really achieve that flaky texture. Then after that, you mix your wet ingredients with the dry ingredients. Always get your measurements correct. Then from there, you make sure that you don't over touch your dough. From there, you now come and roll and cut. So now this is what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna keep rolling them and rolling them and rolling them, so that they will really be puffy, right? Great, this looks so good. Wow, amazing. So now this is it. Now I think I'm gonna come again like this, and I'll roll them again for the last time, right? So I'm just gonna do it like this and roll them before I cut them. I'm almost cutting them now. So now this is a perfect time to put my choc chips, right? Remember, these are chocolate, like 100% chocolate chips, scones, and chocolate choc chips. I'm just going with a handful of this, and I'll also roll them and roll them and roll them, and I'll do the same again for the second time. That way I am gonna be so sure that every scone will have a choc chip inside. Another handful, right? These are so yummy, by the way, very nice and sweet. Roll them and roll them, then roll them out. Right? Okay, if you can really look closely, you will see that the choc chips are already starting to show a little bit. Can you see them? So can you see them now? Can you see them now? Almost the final one. So I'm just gonna put them on top and just use my roller to press them down, right? Like this. I'm gonna use my cutter to just cut the sizes that I want, and I don't really want them over big because they are gonna really get so big because of the size, because of the, you know, remember that I really like folded them so many times. So now this is how we are gonna cut them. Use your cutter, any cutter of your choice, Then you just make sure that you dust it up also in your flour. Then you come and cut them. So you come and cut again. Just going to grease my baking tray and put it in and preheat the oven. I'm already preheating the oven, and I'm just gonna put oven, and I'm just gonna leave this for some time. Look at how perfect this is. Look at how perfect this is to arrange our scones. To arrange our scones and put them in the baking tray. Right? Just arrange everything. These are so different, guys, I guarantee you, and they are so nice and very tasty. Very, very, very tasty. And children love them, you know, because they really, really look different. So you will see the outcome of this. I'm sure you're gonna love them so much. So let's see how many this oven is gonna take. So I don't really want to like it. So this is after giving them an egg wash, and they are ready to go into the oven now, right? See how they look. So I'll show you the outcome in a bit. Wow, they already look so good, right? So the oven has been preheated, and now we are gonna go in with our scones and probably leave them for 25 minutes, but we'll keep checking them, right? So always remember to keep your eye on these, because sometimes, you know, if your fan is on, they'll be done on time. So this is what they look like now. I'll show you in a second. So right now, this is the moment of truth. Voila! Right? I know, right? I know, right? I know, right? So here is your chocolate scones, guys. They look so nice, and look at that. Perfectly done and all fluffy, right? Do you see how fluffy they are? And very nice. Golden chocolate. I don't even know what to call them, but they're like perfect. So this is what they look like. So please make sure you subscribe to this channel, because like I'm telling you, I'm gonna give you different ideas of how to make scones, right? And these recipes are totally exclusive. So give me a subscribe button and share this recipe and try it, and let me know what you think of it. See you on my next video. Bye for now.